So back in the days when I was a bit younger, I was watching the guys you can see hanging on the wall behind me. And back then I was collecting those here, physical trading cards. What I would not have expected back then, that those guys would now sit on this phone in the future. And this is what we're going to speak about today. Check it out. Alright guys, welcome to another episode of Hello Sports Tech, bringing you the coolest stuff from the world of sports and technology. And today we're talking about one of my favorite topics and one of the hottest trends in 2021. I'm speaking about NFTs, non-fungible tokens. Before we start, just one thing. This is just a very basic introduction. So if you feel like you're already an expert in the world of NFTs, this is probably not for you guys. Alright, so let's get one thing out of the way. What are NFTs? Non-fungible tokens. Let's split that up. Fungible means that something is interchangeable. For example, if you have a $5 bill and compare it to another $5 bill, it does not matter which one you have because both of them have the same value. And on the other hand, if you have something non-fungible, that means that something is not interchangeable. So it does actually matter which of the items that you have. Let's use those trading cards as an example. So if you compare 10 different trading cards, if you have the card with serial number 1, that is typically perceived as something that has a higher value than an item with the higher serial number. So there is a difference between fungible and non-fungible items. On the other hand, we have the word token in non-fungible token. That basically means that something is not physical anymore, but a digital item, which is a digital asset as well. So to give you an example, we were talking about the trading cards before. The equivalent of the physical trading card would be a digital trading card, which we're going to talk about in a minute. So summed up, a non-fungible token is something that is not interchangeable, so it matters which one you have, and it's a form of a digital asset. That's our basic setup for this session. In the first category, I'm going to speak about a bunch of platforms that have been initiated by official leagues, clubs, teams, and the likes. And in the second category, a bit later, I'm going to speak about NFTs that come from artists or athletes, which are not necessarily connected to any league or team. Category 1. Let's speak about official NFTs issued by leagues, clubs, and teams. Alright, this is the first platform we're talking about, NBA Top Shop, initiated by the NBA and Dapper Labs. Let me walk you through it. So it's all about those moments that you can see here, like the one from Tyler Hero, which are basically short highlight clips from specific games. And the new thing is you can not only watch them, but you can own them on the marketplace. You can, for example, just scroll through what they have showcased here, for example, the latest sales. You can check out the different tiers. For example, there are cards in the common tier, so the edition size is over 10,000. There are different sets, and you can also, of course, search for different players. Let's, for example, go for Luka Doncic. And we will see on the left side there is one moment which seems to be an assist from January 20th that is available for $11 US. And this is the moment that you would be purchasing. So Doncic with the beautiful assist to Kristaps Porzingis in this case. So another very popular way to get moments from NBA Top Shot is to purchase packs. And as you can see, they come in different editions. For example, the current one in this case, I think consists 3 cards for $9 US. Over the last year almost, because it was launched in July 2020, NBA Top Shot has grossed more than $585 million US in sales, which is pretty amazing, right? If you haven't checked it out yet, I recommend doing so. It's fun. The cool thing is you don't need any cryptocurrency or anything, unlike other projects. So you can pay in US dollar just by entering your credit card details. Let's move on to our second example, Sorare. As you can already see, Sorare is not about basketball, but about football, aka soccer. And Sorare, unlike NBA Top Shot, is not run by a league or an association. Sorare has contracts and therefore licenses with a bunch of different teams. Let's check that out. So to get one of those cards, you have to click on Market. And on the market, you have 2 options. Either you see the new signings, these are auctions of cards, or you go to the transfer market where you can purchase existing cards that have been assigned already. So let's check out the new signings. Cards can come in 3 layers of scarcity. And as you can already see here, for example, this card is a rare one, and this has the serial number 52 of 100. Super rare means that it comes in an edition of 10 cards, and unique means that there's only one available. And yeah, there are a bunch of different players, as you can see. Let's speak about the transfer market. Like I said, these cards have been issued or sold to someone already, and now you can buy them on the secondary market. Let's say, for example, we wanna check out what is available on the Premier League. And as you can see, Nathaniel Phillips seems to be on the market quite often. But the clue for Sorare is actually you can also register for different kinds of leagues and games. And there you have to nominate 5 players, which then play in a fantasy sports manager game against other Sorare members. And if you're doing well, you get rewarded with cool new cards. So all in all, really interesting, cool platform. Not as successful as NBA Top Shot when you look at the sales numbers, $40 million by now, even though it started earlier in April 2019, so more than 1 year earlier than actually NBA Top Shot. All right, these were a bunch of examples from category 1, officially licensed NFTs from clubs, leagues and teams. Now let's move on to category number 2, which is a bit more free. So we're speaking about athletes or artists or other people bringing NFTs to the market. Let's check them out. So the first example I want to show you in the athletes NFT space is Patrick Mahomes, star quarterback of the Kansas City Chiefs. He launched his NFT collection back in March and it was a big success. Overall, he scored $3.7 million in sales with a collection that you can see here that is called the Museum of Mahomes. There are a bunch of different items here, digital artwork to be precise, that have been sold on a platform called MakersPlace. And as you can see, all items are themed, are connected to Mahomes' career and some of the moments from his games. There was one unique item though, which is the one you can see here, called Mahomes Magic, which was sold for an unbelievable $250,000. Why, you might ask? Because it also came with a signed jersey and a jewel encrusted helmet, plus a large LED screen where you can actually see that beautiful digital art. Patrick Mahomes not only being a magician on the court or on the pitch, but also in the digital world. Well done. And the last platform we want to talk about today is a special one because it is about digital racehorses. Yes, you heard me right. This is a completely new area for digital racing in that case. So this is the starting gate. You see the different horses, 12 in this case. And yeah, there's a presentation about the different horses. Pretty cool, right? And here we go. Yes, my friends, this is digital racehorses competing against each other. And yeah, you can actually also win some prizes like you would do in an actual horse race. Yeah, so what do you need for this? Obviously, you need a horse, and therefore we can go to the marketplace, which is typically sold out. The good news is, though, you can go to the secondary marketplace to OpenSea. For example, we can look at this horse over here. The beautiful Ride on Time is available for 0.46 ETH, which is a lot of money. And of course you see a bunch of properties, so you exactly know what kind of horse you are getting there. Once you have the horse, what you obviously can do is you want to race. So for example, you see the next races, the Bangalore Derby. I should ask Ron what exactly this is. And that one you can join for a bit more than $2 with your horse. And yeah, if you win that race, obviously you're gonna get some of that money. So that can also be financially interesting. That is ZED Run, my friends. All right, these were the NFT projects in sports that I wanted to share with you. A few thoughts about them from my side. First of all, I really enjoyed that there is this cool new thing where nobody knows where it's really going, and I really enjoy playing around with it. So it's a nice and interesting new way for a fan to engage with his or her favorite team or athlete or maybe something more artsy. That is cool. Number 2, I really like those projects that play around with, let's say, hybrid formats of NFTs, meaning that the digital item, the NFT, is connected to something physical, like giving access to a game or to a physical item. I think there are lots of forms to play around with there that can engage a fan or is appreciated by whoever buys that item. Number 3, we live in the creators economy. People are getting super creative, express themselves and come up with new ideas all the time. And I think the NFTs are a really good vehicle to foster that trend even more. So expect some new form of experiments that you have not seen before, and I'm sure some of that stuff is gonna blow our minds. Looking forward to that a lot. On the flip side though, I have to say, we've seen a lot of projects out there that are not so great. I don't know what the number is, but I would say the vast majority of NFT collections that are thrown on the market right now are not so great. So this is the typical development of an early market. You see a lot of not so cool stuff, but that is necessary to see at a certain point of time what works and what not. So be careful of what you buy, but as long as you enjoy it and you have a great experience, I guess it's worth it. And if you would like to know more about NFTs in sports, we have something for you, because we started a project a few months ago that is called Nifty Sports, where we cover everything about NFTs in sports. Check it out at niftysports.co. Enjoy! And here comes the most important part. Like this video and subscribe to this channel. And if you like, check out our website, hellosportstech.com. Cheers!